Welcome here to El Paso Speedway for race 4 of the Perfect 8 Cup Series. As 41 drivers set to tackle on this 3/4 of a mile racetrack in El Paso, Texas. As it is shaped like Texas and Atlanta, and should be, and we should see some very good racing going on. As the race continues on, look for drivers to use that outside line. As you see it, another nice image of the track. As what's now go to drivers to watch for. As Carl Edwards starting on the pole today, they have a fast Toyota Camry and they're looking forward to go racing. And Ryan Blaney and the Wood brothers have been good in practice. Look for them to compete for a victory today. And then Brad Keselowski looking to win from the outside pole. And now it's time to go trackside for the command.
3, 2, 1. Gentlemen, start your engines. 4, 5.
As the command and the pace car and all the cars roll off. As now let's take a look at our starting lineup. On row 1 we have Carl Edwards and Brad Keselowski. On row 2, we have Martin Truex Jr. and Ryan Blaney. On row 3, we have points leader Joey Logano and Jamie McMurray. On row 4, we have Kevin Harvick, and in the 8 car this week, Leroy Tyler. And on row 5, we have Trevor Bayne and Kyle Busch. On row 6, we have Tony Stewart and Kurt Busch. On row 7, we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Luke Tyler. On row 8, we have Jimmy Johnson and Denny Hamlin. On row 9, we have Austin Dillon and Jeff Gordon. And on row 10, we have Eric Almirola and Michael McDowell. On row 11, we have Matt DiBenedetto and AJ Allmendinger. And on row 12, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Kyle Larson. And on row 13, we have Chris Buescher and Lawrence Tyler. And on row 14, we have Chase Elliott and Ryan Newman. On row 15, we have Casey Kane and Paul Menard. And on row 16, we have Daniel Castro and Brian Scott. And on row 17, we have David Reagan and Landon Castle. And on row 18, we have Jeffrey Earnhardt and Matt Kenseth. And on row 19, we have Casey Mears and Greg Biffle. And then on row 20, we have Clint Boyer and Danica Patrick. And then on row 21, we have Regan Smith. The green flag is in the air and the 4th race of the season is on as the pace car peeling off into the garage and the green flag in the air and Carl Edwards leads the field to the green. As we head into turn 1 and 2 and Edwards will get a quick advantage over Brad Keselowski as he goes out to a quick demanding lead while Truex looks to battle Keselowski for second. As we begin lap 2, Truex looks like he has Keselowski for second, and he will take second place. And he is looking strong. As Carl Edwards has a rear view mirror full of Truex now as we begin lap 3. Truex gets a good run on the front stretch. He goes down low. Edwards blocks him. High again. Edwards blocks as they go down the back stretch. Edwards continues to block Truex as now we go to turn 3. Truex gets to the outside of Edwards as they're side by side down the front stretch as we begin lap 4. As they go into turn 1, Truex has the advantage over Carl Edwards and looks like he's going to get him on the back stretch. Edwards continues to put up a good fight as we come out of turn 4 and Truex clears Edwards and Keselowski now looking to take second. He takes second away from Edwards. And Martin Truex Jr. has Brad Keselowski behind him and already the outside line coming into form as you've got a nice line of as we begin on to lap 6, and we got 3 cars around, and the caution is out. As Ricky Stenhouse Jr. involved in this one, and looks like Brian Scott caught up in this incident too, and Casey Kane. And looks like the 27 car then of Paul Menard is on pit row. As let's take a look at the replay to see what happened. Looks like Brian Scott got into Stenhouse. Stenhouse hits hard the inside wall. You see Kane had nowhere to go and Menard getting away with some damage as we look at a replay fast motion. But now the field is set to go back racing on lap 7. Here we go. Green flag is in the air. Excuse me. As they begin, Truex, he gets loose, and he goes up to Keselowski. Big wreck as Junior around Edwards and Logano. The big one hits at El Paso, and the red flag is in the air. Martin Truex Jr., our race leader involved in this one, and Leroy Tyler, 2 races in a row. Strong run, but not going to finish it off. And our points leader, Joey Logano, and Jamie McMurray also caught up. Tough break for them. Brad Keselowski running really well. And same for Carl Edwards. Again, 2 races in a row, he won't finish. Tough break for Edwards. And Dale Earnhardt Jr. also caught up. Let's take a look at a replay now. As we're going to the restart, as they get into the restart zone, Truex spins the tires and looks like Edwards runs into the back of the car and got Truex loose. As you can see here, Truex tries to save it, just can't, gets Keselowski and Leroy Tyler, Joey Logano, McMurray have nowhere to go. Keselowski and Edwards spin to the inside and it looks like Junior just got turned by Kurt Busch. I'm trying to avoid that wreck. As we take a look at fast motion, and a tough break for a lot of those drivers. They were running very well. As we'll go through the field now with an entirely different race. As Ryan Blaney in first place now, we've mentioned in pre-race they've been good in practice, and now they are really excited to show how good this car is up front. As Kevin Harvick in second place now, as they have been battling a loose car all day. We'll see if it can get dialed down. As Kyle Busch in third, and you know that he's going to be eager to make a move for the lead, as he is very aggressive. And Trevor Bayne quietly running in fourth place now, as the 6 car's been good today, and look for him to compete for a victory. And then Kurt Busch is in 5th place. Again, he's complaining the car is tight, as he might have his hands all. He might have a tough time on the restart. As Jimmy Johnson's in 6th, Luke Tyler running 7th, Austin Dillon 8th, Tony Stewart 9th, and Eric Almirola in 10th. As now we got the track cleaned up and all the cars put into the garage, and we are back under the caution flag. As now we are set to restart with 3 laps to go. As Blaney's going to choose the outside line as green flag with 3 laps to go. As here we go, and Ryan Blaney gets a good jump, Bayne pushing him all the way, and we're 3 wide. Kyle Busch goes the inside of Harvick, and he takes over second, as he's battling Bayne for second, as Bayne gets a run going into turn 3 and 4, and looks like he's going to clear Kyle Busch out of turn 4 as we get 2 laps to go. Trevor Bayne right behind Ryan Blaney. Blaney looking to win this race for the Wood brothers as we ride aboard Trevor Bayne. He has a strong car as we come out of turn 4. White flag in the air. Looks like he gets a run on Blaney. Going into turn 1, he looks to the bottom. Blaney blocks. Up high, and Blaney blocks again. And kills all Bayne's momentum as we head into turn 3 and 4. If Bayne can get to the bumper of Blaney, but he can't, and Ryan Blaney wins at El Paso. Wow. And what a nice finish. As Ryan Blaney holds off Trevor Bayne to win at El Paso for his first victory in the Perfect 8 Cup Series, as he does a little burnout here right into victory lane. As Ryan Blaney finishes first, congratulations to Ryan Blaney. And then Trevor Bayne finishing second, ran very well today, just couldn't pull it off, and Kyle Busch running third. Another solid finish for the 18 team. And Kevin Harvick finishes 4th, solid finish for the 4 team. And then Jimmy Johnson quietly finishing in the top 5. And Kurt Busch will finish 6th as a top 10. That should make him happy. And Austin Dillon, after 2 DNFs early in the season, he redeems himself by finishing 7th. And Eric Almirola, strong early this season, he finishes 8th. And Luke Tyler redeems himself after a DNF last race. And then Tony Stewart finishes in the top 10. Very good finish for Smoke. is Matt DiBenedetto, also quietly having a strong start to the season, finishing 11th. And then Denny Hamlin, also 2 DNFs in the first 3 races, he'll finish 12th. And AJ Allmendinger finishing 13th. Consistent this year so far. And Jeff Gordon finishing 14th. Not the finish they were looking for. And Kyle Larson finishing 15th. Again, not the finish he was looking for. Chris Buescher finishing 16th in that 34 car. As Lawrence Tyler not able to win 2 in a row as he finishes 17th quietly. And Chase Elliott finishes 18th in the 25 car. As finishing 19th is Michael McDowell, and I bet they're happy with that finish. And Ryan Newman, he gets a top 20, but not what they were looking for. Daniel Castro finishes 21st. Again, not a finish they were looking for. And Matt Kenseth started back in the field. He'll finish 22nd. Disappointing day for them and weekend. And 23rd, David Reagan finishes there. Casey Mears finishes 24th. And then finishing 25th is Greg Biffle. As then finishing in the 26th position is Landon Castle. Finishing 27th is Jeffrey Earnhardt. And then as go back to finishing 28th is Danica Patrick. And then finishing 29th, Paul Menard after suffering damage in the first caution. And Clint Boyer finishing 30th. And then finishing 31st is Regan Smith. As then finishing 32nd, we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. Tough break for the 88 team. And then finishing 33rd, second DNF in a row, Carl Edwards after starting on the pole. And then finishing 34th, Brad Keselowski having a tough start to the season. Jamie McMurray, 2 DNFs in a row. And Joey Logano, our points leader before this race. Don't think he's going to be the points leader after that one. And Leroy Tyler, 2 strong races, not able to finish it off. And then Truex finishing 38th, disappointing finish for that team. And then Casey Kane finishing 39th, caught up in our first caution, to bring out our first caution. And finishing 40th is Brian Scott. And then finishing 41st is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. As we take a look at the point standings after 4 races, and Jimmy Johnson leading Eric Almirola by 3 points. Kevin Harvick, Joey Logano falls back to 4th, and Kurt Busch in the top 5. AJ Allmendinger 8th in points, and Kenseth 10th in points. Lawrence Tyler, Daniel Castro 11th and 12th. Truex is 13th in points. Carl Edwards and Trevor Bayne are 15th and 16th in points. As then Chris Buescher, Jeff Gordon 21st and 22nd. Luke Tyler 24th in points. Kyle Larson 25th. And 27th in points is Leroy Tyler. And then look at this. Denny Hamlin 35th in points. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. 33rd in points. And Paul Menard 40th in points. As next time on the Perfect 8 Cup Series, we will be racing in 2 weeks, as it'll be race 5 in season 1 at Washington. But look for that race to come out Sunday, March 26th. As that is all from El Paso Speedway. Congratulations to our winner and Ryan Blaney. And this is Tyler Rose Productions signing off.